Guys, this is Bomb1, and here I am playing Dwarf Fortress, because I felt like playing Dwarf Fortress. I've basically started having just embarked. I have, yeah, let's just show you who I have. I've got a leader, carpenter, I think this is my farmer, my woodcutter, and I did have two miners. Where are they? Oh, there's one there, and there's another one hiding underneath my expedition leader. Whatever. The reason I sort of wanted to do a Let's Play Dwarf Fortress is because I've been playing it quite a lot lately, and then I sort of realised I hadn't uploaded anything to my channel in God knows how long. So I was basically like, let's just upload this and see how well it goes. I'm using some new recording software that I found, and it should be recording my keystrokes so you can see sort of what buttons I'm pressing. Hopefully. I don't know whether it will actually show up, as I haven't actually tested it, but if it doesn't show up, then it's no problem. If it does, then that's no problem either. Oh, excuse me. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm gonna just be making a walled fort, maybe an outsidey sort of bit here for pastures and carpenters' workshops and wood stockpiles and things, and then I'm gonna have another entranceway, maybe like around here, or maybe I could even build the sort of walls around here and have the inside here. And then of course, if I do that, then I've got the issue that, let me move the mouse out of the way. I've got the issue that I might end up getting certain goblins or nasty things up on here and dropping down. I don't know, there's a number of things that could happen, but I think, you know what, I'm just gonna have a walled fort over here, see how that goes. Channel this out. I want it to be 3 wide there. Game and see what's going on. For anyone wondering what I'm actually using while I'm playing this, I have the Laser Noob pack, which is standard because I think everyone should use the Laser Noob pack. It's so good. Like, it comes with so much. It comes with graphics packs. It comes with the 3, possibly the best utilities that have been made for the game: Dwarf Therapist, Sound Sense, which I'm actually I have on now. That's where the music's coming from. And I can't remember what the other utility is. Okay, I don't actually know what that is. I've never used it before. It's safe to assume that it's useful in some way that I haven't found out yet. Let's make a plot for my farms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The reason I'm making a 10 by 10 square is because farms at the maximum can be built to 10 by 10 squares. So I basically just digging out the maximum, and then if I want a smaller farm, then I can make a smaller farm. it makes sense in my head. Wood stockpile. Just this wood and a carpenter's workshop to make my beds and things. In fact, I think I have a pretty cool idea for what I want my fort to actually look like. There should be a brook around here actually. Let me just... I don't know. It claimed there was a brook here, so maybe... if I look... I think I was lied to. Oh well, there's different places I can get water from anyway. Farm plots. Yeah, that's right. Let's queue up some beds. And keep digging, I guess. Right, well what I want to have is cage traps all the way along here, perhaps. Maybe a gateway and then some traps? I don't know, I'll think about that later. Let's dig down a bit. Onward stairways, up, then up, down stairways, get down a few levels. Yeah, this is this is probably going to be more of let's play as opposed to a tutorial. The keystrokes, if they are showing up, will sort of be the only tutorial-ish bit. And I've already struck iron, it seems. And limestone as well. I'm pretty sure limestone is a flux stone, which means I can make steel from it. Awesome. Just to clarify, when I say I can make steel from it, I don't just mean, you know, I can make steel from just that stone. There's a lot of stuff to actually use to make steel. You have to have, what is it? You have to have iron, which then has to be smelted into iron bars. Then you have to make, well, iron ore, which is smelted into iron bars. Then you have to smelt those iron bars into pig iron. Then you have to smelt the pig iron into steel. I don't think you can actually make anything from raw pig iron, but let me just designate this out a second. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 27. Should be right for what I want. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm designating out some living quarters. I prefer to get the farms and stuff up first, and then worry about the I really should have done this first actually. I'll worry about that later. I prefer to get the farms up first, because that way, like, dwarves can live from sleeping on the floor. They're unhappy when doing so, and it's normally a good idea to give them beds. Oh. Yeah, what am I doing? It's normally a good idea to give them beds. In fact, I would practically recommend giving them beds, unless you want a load of very angry dwarves. Perfect. But at the same time, food is more important because they can actually die from not eating, obviously, as is standard with most living things. And there's my little living quarters. I should be able to get away with just that at the moment. Question is, where do I want my what is it, dining hall? I don't want it to be too far down from the farm, but at the same time I would like it to be in stone so I could smooth it out and then engrave it, which means that my dwarfs will end up getting a boost to their happiness from eating in a legendary dining hall, because when you engrave it and all that stuff, it makes dwarves especially happy, which is always a good thing. I kind of want my workshop levels somewhere on stone as well. This is quite a big it would be nice if I could find some coal as well, but if not, then I'll have to resort to wood, which I don't actually like doing much, because it's one tree for one bit of charcoal, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't seem very practical when, you know, one tree could also mean a bed, or or a, you know, table, a chair. Whereas if you have coal, like bituminous coal, or I think lignite is the other form of coal, that smelts into a few bars. I don't actually know how many. It's more than, I think it might be 7. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, I need to get these plump helmets growing, actually. Yeah, plump helmets, you can grow throughout the year, but they've got to be inside, where there's no light. And plump helmets are useful because you can brew them into alcohol, which your dwarfs need. They will drink water, but the only problem with them drinking water is it does make them less happy than if they were drinking alcohol, because dwarves love alcohol, like they thrive off of it, I suppose. It would be nice to find some other stone, actually. I think my main building material is going to be whatever this is. I think it might be siltstone. Oh no, it's gneiss. Whatever gneiss is. It looks like siltstone. It's got the same texture as siltstone. Or is it mudstone? It's one or the other. It's something stone. Ah. Gypsum. That'll mean I can make some plaster later for casts, in case any of my dwarfs break their legs somehow. Let's put these beds in. The size of the room I don't think actually matters. What does matter is what's in it, I think. Whether the walls are engraved and things like that. This is probably the slowest point when you embark, actually, is when you're setting everything up and planning, because your dwarves I mean, they're practically all proficient, but the best is legendary, so they're still not as good as they could be. I mean, when they become legendary miners, they can walk up to stone, and it's literally 2 hits, and they're through it, and you know they can dig out a whole area rapidly. Ooh, limonite, really? That's another form of iron, I think. I'll wait for a bit of ore to appear. Oh. Yeah, it's an ore of iron, okay. So I've got 2 ores of iron, that's handy. Still no coal though, and I'm pretty sure I would have found it by now. I'll have to look that up later. It's just frustrating when you don't have coal, because it means there's only 2 sources of fuel. One of them is slightly you can use too much and not get enough from it, I guess, because you're cutting down trees, and you know, after that coal's been used, it's been used, and trees tend to take a while to grow back, so naturally waiting for what the hell was that? You're waiting for a while for the tree to grow back, well, trees to grow back, and you know, you're running out of coal in the meantime, which isn't ideal. And the other source of fuel that's not, you know, like bituminous coal, is magma, which is quite deep down, and you know, you've got to dig through a few caverns maybe to get to it. And to top it all off, if you dig through some magma, there can be lava men and stuff down there. Wait for them to dig this out. But besides that, this is not going too badly. I did have an embark a while back where I embarked and my dwarf, or like my woodcutter, was killed by an alligator. Funny enough, literally 2 seconds from the embark, I send him off to go cut his trees and have the miners go and do their thing as well. And then all of a sudden I get this report that my woodcutter has been found dead. And then when I look in the reports, it turns out he was fighting with an alligator, which is always fun. But yeah, my plans for this little Let's Play, I suppose. I hope to be able to get a decent sized fort up, get my military and stuff going, defend from a few sieges, maybe take some prisoners, throw them in a pit of doom. I'm hoping to get quite a few videos out of this Let's Play, and this first part will probably take a while to upload. In fact, I don't actually know how long I've been running for. 19 minutes roughly. I might actually cut it off here, or should I? I would like to record a reasonable sized video. That reminds me, you know what, I'm gonna have to dig out my dining room. I think I'll designate that, wait till my dwarfs have finished with the living areas, and then go from there, see what happens. How up, down, stairway, no, I need downward stairway. I'm trying to make it so... This is gonna be a pain. So that, yeah, anyway, what was I saying? I'm trying to make it so that my dwarves can get the plump helmets from upstairs in the farm and not have to go too far to put them in storage. So they're literally picking the plump helmets up. What's my mouse? There. Picking the plump helmets up there, going down the ladder, stairway rather, and you know, now they're in the storeroom, as opposed to picking the plump helmets up, going down here, all the way around here, and then into there. It's just, it makes it a little faster. And then what I'm also going to have is up here, I'm going to have my sort of little kitchen-y workshops and things. So I'm going to have my still, my butcher shop, my kitchen, and I'm also going to have a tanner's workshop, because I would prefer to have my tanner I like having my tanner shop next to my butcher's workshop, because what it allows me to do is, as soon as I butcher an animal, then the tanner shop goes to work and makes the leather out of it, which you can then use to make leather armor, or you can use it to make leather quivers for your Mark's dwarves. And you can also use it to make other bits of clothing and stuff, and backpacks and all sorts of good stuff. Make some more beds. We won't need them yet, as we only have, how many dwarves do we have actually? 7, I think. 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. Oh yeah, I didn't name my 4, oh well, it's not important. It's just something that could be used for a little bit of fun. The reason I didn't show my embark is because I already have an embark set up. I wanted to find an embark site as well, and that kind of takes a long time, and I would rather just get into the game. Okay, well, it's 22 minutes. I'll probably cut it off about the 25-minute mark, I guess. And again, not much is actually happening. So I think I will actually cut it off there, and I will see you guys next time, because this is BombTaker1, signing out.